Last time on Vi Plays Create, we did a bit of overworld exploration to fix some issues we were having with Distant Horizons. Then we rebuilt our cobblestone generator for our iron farm from the ground up, built the exterior to our beautiful new spawner farm, and filled it with mob spawners. Okay, look. This might be a very niche group of people that understand my joy when I say flashback is working with Neoforge, and I'm freaking out. Also, I mean, it doesn't really matter for this world because this is not creative, but I got Axiom to work as well, which is like, I had Sintra Connector this entire time. Like, I don't know why it took me this long to try it. Like, just attempt. But yeah, unfortunately, okay, look, this is not going to be something that I can ship with the Curseforge mod pack because Axiom and Flashback are Modrinth only mods. There's a bit of drama behind all that, but whatever. Essentially, the people that move over to Modrinth are kind of based, and I do wish that I could release this pack on Modrinth. Actually, you know what? I wonder if I can release this pack on Modrinth. I don't know. That's another thing that I didn't actually try. I feel like I should actually try. Right. But I'm doing a flashback recording right now, and I want to see if I can get it to run. Like, I'm so stoked, dude. I'm so stoked. All right. Let's try to render it. Please. Please. Couldn't spawn the player. Oh, I'm so far from home. No wonder you couldn't spawn the player. Oh, we're going to crash. Yep. Okay. So it might not be as flawless as I was hoping. Dang. Stack trace. I've got to go look at the stack trace now. Okay. All right. Temper your reactions for the flashback thing. It was not to be. Unfortunately, trying to render flashback, it don't really work. But you know what does work? Axiom, baby. I might actually start streaming with Axiom and just like doing some of the create mod builds that I want to do, because I mean, the capabilities of Axiom, if you've ever played with it, are just insane. And I've built a bunch of stuff for this series in World Edit, and like, it's similar-ish, but not nearly as good. And I want to see how far we can really push things with the Axiom mod. I've already built a couple things. I'm not gonna lie. I love it. But let's go and, like, I don't know. I gotta do my intro and stuff still. So let's go do that. And hey y'all, welcome back to Vi Plays Create. I am Vi, and today we're opening with a bit of a time lapse. That's right. I did a little bit of building with that Axiom mod I was talking about, and I came up with something to cover our crop farm. I was kind of sick of looking at this like flat sort of weird area, and basically I just wanted to improve it. And so I threw together a bit of a greenhouse. And I wanted it to match the vibe of this starter area. I wanted it to be pretty industrial, fairly modern. And so I used a lot of the similar elements that you can see in some of the other builds. The main difference being that most of the structure is made up of glass. And quite a bit of copper. You may be wondering to yourself, Vi, I know for a fact that you don't have that much copper. Where did you get all of this copper? Good question. The only logical place to find oxidized copper in this day and age. So after emptying the tunnel bore and giving it a few upgrades, we jumped straight into a trial chamber. It's the same one I found like ages ago. And instead of trying to mine through these vaults with my drill, which takes literally forever, I just picked the spawners up with the contraption. It seems like, for some reason, they don't retain any of the NBT data when you pick them up, meaning that they lose whatever you're spawning, or if it's the vaults, you can't loot them anymore. I don't really know why, but I just picked up a contraption of one, and then I deleted the rest of them by just placing it underneath them. I did go ahead and leave the breeze spawner here because I felt that it might be useful, and there's actually one more spawner in that room, just so I can get keys later on maybe. But then I just tore through the rest of these rooms, mining as much of the oxidized copper as I possibly could get my hands on, and quite a bit of the tuff as well. That should make my life a little easier in the future. And all was going quite well. Didn't really run into any issues, not very many mobs, but then something terrible happened. My wife came in to talk to me, which isn't actually a problem. Like, I'm not going to get mad at my wife for coming in while I'm playing video games. Relax. But I have a sound physics mod, and unbeknownst to me, I was triggering a lot of shriekers. was today years old when I learned that minecarts are unaffected by sonic shrieks. Who knew? And because I am physically incapable of learning my lesson,
one when I was putting up the chipped
no. Is it the same one?
No, it's a different one. That's good though, because my nails are still strong.
Is he still there? He's still there. Look at this freaking guy.
I don't see anything.
Well, yeah, he's giving me the darkness effect. You can't see him. If I get closer, he's gonna shoot me. Check it. You ready? Yeah, that guy. Oh, yep. There goes 6 of my hearts. 7 of my hearts. 7 hearts. Oh, he got me.
Oh,
Okay, I should not have shown you. Rip. Hey, Editor Vi, can we get that in an instant replay? You want to relive that, huh? Okay. Thanks, man. Listen, I'm not bad at the game. What had happened was he jumped down. I didn't see he jumped down. He jumped down and then well. Okay, I gotta go down there and get my stuff now. No. I was holding my drill and everything. Maybe an axe. And a pick. Crap. I got 5 minutes. Oh no. Oh no, and the elevator isn't even up here. Oh, hopefully this is quick. Because I'm definitely loading the area. I didn't think he had that much range. I thought I backed up enough. Oh, like 4 minutes left. Is it this way? Wait. Oh my god, I've got no time. Surely now we've learned our lesson. We're not going to go back down there, right? 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 Oh my god, again? Really? Okay, fine. I'm leaving. I didn't want to stay down here anyway. And welcome back to the present. Wow, that was a lot of stuff that we did at the beginning of the episode before I've even actually talked to you guys. I am over here at our brand new greenhouse, and I'm a little bit paranoid because there is an airplane that's going to come by and it's going to try and swipe my feet and smack me. But I wanted to get in a little bit of a patio area next to this where we could have an exterior garden as well. I didn't want all of the plant life to be inside, but we can take a quick tour inside. Aha! Look at this. This is all still the same, by the way. All these mechanics are the same. Essentially, the harvesters just come by because they're attached to the plane, and they harvest all this stuff. And I added a few things here as well. I wanted to get some of these vines in, because having some sort of stock of these would be nice, but these don't get harvested by harvesters, and I'm pretty mad about it, actually. So I'll have to figure out something else for these type of vines, but all the other ones are fine. I don't know. And I put in tons of lighting that we found in our trial chamber with all of these awesome pipes. I love these pipes. These are the copycat fluid pipes and just a normal oxidized copper block. And wow, these look fantastic. I love that they're smooth texture on the straightaways, and then like on the corner bits, they have like this extra bit of detail. That's so nice, right? It looks great. I also use the copycat fluid pipes for this thing that spans across here. I felt that this, I don't know, this looks a little bit intense for something that just holds up lighting, you know? So instead of doing that all the way across and like did something a little bit thinner but looks like the same vibe. So I used the industrial iron blocks inside the fluid pipes right here, and then metal girders on the outsides. I also wanted to throw in a little bit of detail in here. Essentially what I want to do is I want to go around. I left all the blocks inside my go-kart. Grab a few of these items. But yeah, I wanted to go around on the floor inside here and just like give this a little bit of texture. I would really like to have some mushroom blocks, but I don't have anything set up to farm mushroom blocks at the moment, and I can't be bothered, to be honest. I just can't be bothered. But yeah, throwing together these mud bricks was actually fairly easy. Essentially, I just have to jump. Ooh, you just throw dirt of any sort into water. So I just threw together a little bit of a thing up here at my starter base. Essentially, I just have a pump running into an infinite water source where it just throws it all into there. This is where I also make my brass and all my andesite alloy at the moment. I should probably refine this, but it works, you know, it works. But yeah, I went ahead and made a ton of mud, used up the rest of the mud that I had, and grabbed a bunch of wheat from our crop farm, and I made a bunch of mud bricks, and obviously packed mud. All right, there we go. A little bit more texture in the floor there. I think that looks quite a bit better. We definitely need to add some sort of lighting in here. And I did bone meal all of these, so we got a nice light source from the glowberries here in the center of the room. But I want to add some lanterns around the outside, maybe some other light source blocks, maybe a couple more of these around if I've got them. Although, I won't lie to you, I did use a lot. There's a lot of copper bulbs over here. And I also think I want to put some liquids in these tanks. Ow. Unfortunately, I think the only thing that I really have in large supply would be water. Yeah. So we're just going to have to set up a little contraption here to fill these with water. Oh, it's nighttime. I don't know why I needed to step outside to find that out. It's literally all windows in here. But yeah, essentially I just ran a bunch of pipes all over the place, wanted to make it look like we could water the plants down below if we wanted to. I was thinking about doing something that I could like pump the pipes full of water and then have like the particles come out, but they would create water sources in front of all these pipes, and I didn't want that to be the case because obviously it would flood everything and ruin all of the crops. And I thought there might be some sort of like non-waterloggable block that I could put below them, like maybe an anvil or something, so it could still create the particles, but I haven't really tested that at all. I'm pretty sure anvils are non-waterloggable, right? Is that a thing? I don't know. At any rate, I want to get out here to the outside and create a little bit of a walkway kind of down here on this level with a bunch of packed mud and mud bricks. I suppose I should clear away all the stone first. Let me go ahead and do that. All right, now we have an area that we can actually do like some kind of external gardens on. I think I'd like to set up some plant life and things out here. Just kind of make it look a little bit more green, if you will. All right, and I think for this retaining wall here, it's going to look a little bit weirder if I keep it this copper exterior kind of outline thing. But I know at the very least I can do an internal limestone, and I think that'll look good. I might end up swapping the copper for something else, but... yeah, I like the limestone, but this feels a little bit like a water level in Mario. I don't know why. It's just giving me like aquatic level vibes, you know what I mean? So I think we got to remove this copper. We might be able to keep it on the stairs as kind of like an accent trim sort of thing. But I think we gotta find something else for this. I know I want to use moss for like the garden area. Maybe... that's definitely a bit tamer. I will say the limestone does look a little bit washed out whenever I use the tuff. You know what? No, I think I'm cool with the tuff, but I think we gotta lose the copper on top. Yeah, it looks a little bit better. I think it'd probably be better if it had like a little bit more of an angle to it instead of it just being like one flat wall. But I do want to kind of keep some of this space clear because I want to do like some patches of greenery, kind of like this. And I think what I can do here is if I waterlog a couple of like moss slabs, like so. I could even do like some coral fans sticking out, and they won't die. They shouldn't die. So a couple of those there. Maybe we can even do some sugarcane in here off to the sides. A little bit of glow lichen above them so they won't grow too much. And I definitely am going to want some sort of border around this. And I'm thinking if I do like industrial iron like this, kind of gives it more of that industrial vibe. You know what I would really like? I like that detail. I like that detail. I might use that everywhere. Yeah, I'm using a pipe with a bracket on the side, and I'm hanging a lantern from it. It's kind of nice. Oh, I'm backed into a cactus. I don't know what this is supposed to be. I like it because it's like a pipe running into the top. Like it was going to be like for watering it, but then like they're going to grow up, so like it's going to be too tall. Okay, I need more than just lilacs in here though. There are more too tall flowers in this area, right? Okay, so now that we're back here, I can actually plant all of the too tall flowers, or at least all the ones that I have, because I still don't have sunflowers. But if I plant the too tall flowers over here, we will have a place to come and bone meal these for dye, which I think is kind of cool. Yeah, I like that. I like that. Ooh, I kind of like that. Wait. What? Propagules grow naturally? I thought you had to bone meal them. Well, crap. I was all in my flow, chilling, having a good time, and then suddenly... Shoot. I was literally almost done. All right, and this is the final result of our side garden area. I kinda love it. I've just got a little bit of everything. There's miscellaneous stuff, just kind of messiness, which I think just kind of adds a lot. I like these shelves that I put together over here. The grates are awesome for this sort of like outdoorsy sort of shelving stuff that you wouldn't feel bad leaving outside. And it's like obviously been here for a while because it's oxidized over time. I love all the little potted plants here and there. There's some storage for some items here. I liked this idea as well. I wanted to make it like a bag of netherwort, and I just added this to the top to make it look like it's a tie. I definitely can't put netherwort. Yeah, I wish I could put netherwort inside the pot, but can I put a carrot in there? No, okay. And then we've got some vines over here, like a nice little work table over here with some extra pots and things if I ever need them. And then this is just like a little detail that I put together, just a little pot that sticks through the top of these table covers, which I think is kind of cool. And then obviously we have this nice overhang, which I really liked. I'm going to use these pipes everywhere. It's a problem. I can feel it already. But yeah, I put one support on this side and then one over on this side. It's a little bit obscured by the tree. You can see it more from this angle. And then I use the pipes even more as like this little azalea base, like this little azalea bush that's starting to grow, you know? I got like, look at that, dude. The detail that you can put together with these things. It's a problem. It's a problem. I'm trying not to use too much copycat stuff, but for the pipes, I think I might go crazy. I don't know. I'm gonna give that to myself, I think, because it's just such a fun block to play with. And obviously on the inside, we did a little bit more work. I went and added some campfires below all the floors in here to make it look like it's a little bit more steamy, a little bit warmer on the inside. I very much wanted to have that kind of greenhouse vibe where it's like, it's very humid. I'm kind of kicking myself for not making this floor up a block so that I wouldn't have to worry about getting smacked by that thing. Like, that would have been smart, right? Then I could actually spend some time in here and not worry I'm gonna get smacked by an airplane as it flies by. And on each of these sides, I've added like a little step up, like a sort of balcony type of thing, just so you can get up into the build without having to jump, you know? And then I've had this path go all the way around to the side over here, where we have another one of these balconies with these little lanterns. I love these as well. It's the copycat fluid pipe with just some cut copper on the inside. You just throw a bracket on the side, and it's like an awesome little mounting post for things. And I can very much see myself using this a lot, because I can swap that texture to be whatever I want, and I can use the wooden bracket, which I actually used on the inside here to run those pipes. And the wooden bracket I feel like is going to be really versatile for things like sconces and stuff like that. This is what I used to fill up the tanks. I actually threw a couple extra pieces on here. But yeah, I threw a couple extra bits on there, and then I just ran off the super fast speed right there. I ran a pump to put water in all the tanks. And with that, I think I am good to leave this area and call it done. Obviously, I can clear out some of these friggin' trees. God, I hate that. And yeah, obviously, eventually we're going to need to hook up the path right here to something that'll lead us up to our workshop. Something that's a little bit more straightforward, so I'm not having to jump up the side of this hill here. But for now, I think I like this area. It looks really good. It's funny, I made this the screenshot worthy side. Like, this is the side that's like thumbnail worthy, but it's the side that's super enclosed, so it's like really hard to take a thumbnail. Like, I'm literally gonna have to, like, I don't even know. And this side is just so undetailed comparatively. I don't know, I guess I could just take a schematic and then mirror it over on that side. That would probably work, right? Yeah, I think that might work. If I just do a schematic of like this area right here, and then I just flip it to the other side. Obviously, I'm gonna have to like not fill in the tough blocks here and then like the limestone and stuff. And then maybe we'll take this guy and we'll put it further up against the wall over there, so it's not like, you know, standing out in the middle of nowhere. They're on opposite sides of the build, so I'm not too worried about that. The only thing that would probably have to change is this water right here. Yeah, that'll work. And we'll call it the greenhouse side details. And we can fill up our big shulker one with all the materials. We'll see if I have them all. I did set up a little bit of an offload station after I schematiced that greenhouse into place. I did make this right here. This is essentially just an item drain. And if I pop myself into free cam here, on the other side of this, there's another item drain. And that's an andesite funnel taking items in, and then this one is just a brass funnel pulling items out. And if I put it right here, which I'm gonna actually leave this card assembler right here, but if I put Big Shulker 1 right here, it's gonna automatically start offloading any items that are inside. And then to refill it, all I need is a rail card assembler. I place, grab a schematic table and a schematic. And if I go ahead and position it, mirror it, get it in the right position, and give it here to our schematic cannon, I should be able to give this thing a clipboard and then we can grab the materials from it. And something really cool you can do is you can take your materials checklist, you can give it to a stock keeper, and they'll give you all the items off that list. But I should be able to do this, and it's going to start sending me all the items that I requested. I'm pretty sure I'm out of a bunch of stuff. But if I go ahead and send this through the schematic cannon again, with Big Shulker 1 below it, I should be able to figure out what all I'm missing. Maybe I should have pulled from my main storage first. We're going to try that here in a second. Okay, now if I go ahead and send this through, we will see we're missing a bunch of stuff. But that's okay. Ooh, looks like I'm short a mossy cobblestone and some mud bricks. I did clear out some of these grass blocks up here, which I think is what triggered that. So I'm going to ignore the stair because I think that's part of the roof. I don't know what else it could be. Pretty sure. So yeah, one more weathered copper trapdoor. And the rest of this is stuff that I can ignore. That rhymed. I didn't mean for it to. And I kind of wonder, can I super glue that schematic cannon to Big Shulker 1? I kind of assume I can. The schematic table's a little bit weird with super glue for some reason, but the cannon might work. Oh. Any copper trapdoors, Age? Please? No? Okay. Oops. Okay. I didn't want to have to stop again, but I am like literally starving to death. I'm chewing down the last of the food that I had in my go-kart here. I had a few apples. Nice. Okay, but yes, I'm going to throw in the last few blocks here, and then we'll take a little walk around. Essentially, I wanted to add a little bit of a taper to this retaining wall here. I didn't want it to just be one flat, long wall. That would be kind of weird. Plus, most retaining walls have to have some sort of curve to them. And I might come back in here and do something. We'll see what this area develops like. But yeah, it's pretty much a mirror image of the other side. Obviously, this is a little bit more open on this side here. I was thinking maybe we can add a few things here later on. But yeah, we've got a lot of the same fixtures that are holding the same things. We got things that are growing vines. We got little pots and little growth chambers and shelves. And oh, I liked this, by the way. I encased, or I did a copper casing in a copycat pipe, and it looks like a little bottle of something. I like it a lot. And I actually kind of wonder, and to be honest, that kind of just looks like a normal fluid pipe. So I think I'm going to undo that and then redo this. Because that looks like a cool little canister, you know what I mean? Like I don't know what it's holding, but it's holding something. And as you can see, I've been gardening. And so I felt like I should look it, you know what I mean? I've had my hands in the mud, you know, making all this packed mud. It's not clean work. And I got myself a new apron, and I figured my cape should match, you know, all the dirt I've been working with. It just kind of made sense. But another little element that I added over here is that we have a few pumpkins, not very many, but a few. And I added a copycat bite with a pumpkin on top just to look like some of the smaller gourds, just kind of stacked up like in a little bit of a pile. And I think once I get a few more of them, maybe it'll look a little bit better. Also, can I do that? It looks like a stem, right? That's kind of cool. But yeah, very, very similar vibe. I don't know. You guys are going to have to tell me how you feel about it in the comments. And I just got an update from my analytics on YouTube. I think I just passed 700 subscribers. What the heck is happening, guys? I was just saying in the end of a video like a week ago that I just hit 500 subscribers, or maybe it was 600. I don't know. It's happening so fast now, I can't even keep up. So that's kind of awesome. I'm really glad you guys are liking the videos. I'm going to go ahead and offload all of my items into my go-kart. I'm stickered, and I should now be able to go like that. And now I think I can call this project completely done. Well, done at least for now. One thing I didn't really account for is the fact that there is no way to load anything in and out of this building. Like, obviously we have our doors down there on the dome end, but there's nowhere for a truck to pull up and pick up any sort of items. So like, if we were thinking of the lore of this building, a greenhouse should probably have some sort of door, but until I get some actual infrastructure like roadways and stuff in this area, I'm not really going to worry about that. For now, I think I'm just going to be content with this beautiful exterior to our... Yeah, beautiful exterior to our brand new greenhouse. I think it is looking absolutely lovely. And I'm going to go ahead and release this video. This is going to be a Wednesday morning upload. And just after this one goes live, I will be live over on Twitch. I'm going to make a creative copy of this world, I think. And we're going to play around with some of the Axiom mod stuff. Maybe you'll even get a sneak peek of what I have planned later on. And, oh, there's a plane coming. Run away. Really should have planned that better. I don't know how I could have done that better, but like beyond like raising the entire area of the ground. But yeah, definitely should have planned that better. And one final look around I think I want to do with shaders. Ooh, 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 ooh. And dang, down here away from all that nonsense, I tell you what, the frames are a hell of a lot better. That's for sure. But yeah, if I just do a quick little walk around, even at night, I think, with all this, like, it looks really good. I'm liking this. I didn't want it to be too densely packed. I feel like a lot of the times whenever I start doing details like this, I just kind of go overboard, but get out of here. I'm very much liking the vibes. And before I completely close out this video, I think there's one more thing we could add, but I don't know if I have any. I'm going to go ahead and plop down Big Shulker 1 right here and let it offload all of its items. I gotta say, I love this feature. That's how you do a storage room right there. And I don't know for sure. No spore blossoms. I don't think I have any in my go-kart. In fact, I'm almost sure I don't. So I might have to go on one little adventure before we get to the creative building over on stream, because I definitely want to get some spore blossoms inside there. They would make the perfect little spouts for all the pipes that we have hanging down, because they release particles, which was kind of the goal that I wanted to accomplish anyway. Not bad, right? Also, look at the spoils that we got from the trial chambers. I got like 18k cobbled deep slate, tons of tough bricks, tons of polished tough. I mean, the copper alone is a huge win. And while I can't automate tough yet, I have a feeling I'm going to end up adding some sort of mod or data pack or something to change some of the recipes. And one final thing I think we definitely have to add to this, to make sure we don't unwax any of this copper up here, is a nice lightning rod right there. Just got to make sure nothing burns. And also, I'm pretty sure lightning can strike through glass, so I'd rather not, like, you know, have it burn any of my logs or anything like that, because that did happen, by the way. I didn't really show it in an episode, but I had some of my jungle logs burn and then it like washed away a bunch of my crops. Wasn't the best situation to be in, but I think that is where I'm going to leave it. Oh, can we get the plane in the background? Oh, I appreciate you so much for watching. If you liked the video, like it, and if you want to subscribe, do it. And I'll see you in the next one.